On my last trip to Aleppo, there was one street I was particularly interested in. A street you probably won't find on any tourist map, but one that holds a very personal significance for me and my family.
This is the old Gorani house from the corner. This is what's left of it, but it wasn't destroyed during the war. The house itself was sold in the 1960s when there were too many heirs.
During the Ottoman Empire, the Gorani men in my family migrated to Istanbul in the 19th century. They had high posts in the empire, ministers and magistrates. So when the Sultan fell in 1909, they had to return to their ancestral home here. Across from the citadel, the house was a compound, an entire block.
And in fact, the street name is Gorani Street. Let me show you. So this is Gorani Street, El Qurani written in Arabic. This is the original wall of the house. Here, all of here. And it was the biggest house in Aleppo at the time. There were two huge courtyards, if you can picture the typical Arabic courtyard interior, two big courtyards. This was one of the doors to the house, but one of the side doors. I mean, this house was as big as a huge city block.
The house was built by my great, great, great grandfather, Mohammed Bey bin Yassin Gorani. His surviving children were meant to stay in Turkey, but they had to leave when the empire collapsed. It was later sold, and in its place, all these individual houses were built in the 60s.
The house was finished in 1850. And so it stayed in the family for 100 years, just about. And then it was sold because there were too many descendants.
Many families, including mine, moved west to more modern houses in Aleppo. And we are their descendants, now scattered around the world for the last several decades. First, after Syria fell into the grips of a dictatorship and war. For others like me born outside the country, for whom Syria was never their home, but who come back on a sort of pilgrimage to revisit their roots. The bullet holes and pockmarks on Gorani Street are the scars of that trauma. Visiting feels like seeing an old photograph come to life. But it is of a different time and place, and one can never go back there.